Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from YourChicGeek.com. I hope you guys are doing well, and I want to welcome you to the channel. So, wow, it's been a minute, and I know that I mentioned a while back that I was going to be stepping away from focusing on more of the lower content books and focusing on more on things like medium content books and all of that. But I realized that there are some people that are just getting started, right? And so I've had people reaching out to me saying that they were interested more so in publishing journals and etc. They were just getting started with the whole simple book publishing game, which is the things like the lower and medium content books. And they just kind of needed something that they could get their foot into the game with. And so I figured that creating a gratitude journal is one of the best kinds of types of books that you could start with. And it's one of the easiest, honestly, to start with, just to understand and learn the process of publishing and understand how things work. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you, for those that are interested, how to create a gratitude journal step by step. And I'm actually going to demonstrate this process using a resource that I have available called the Gratitude Journal Jumpstart Kit. So this is all about using, how to create your gratitude journal to sell on Amazon, and then also using AI plus templates to save time. So you guys know I am a template gal, and I believe that anything that's going to make your life easier and speed up production time, use it to your advantage. Okay, so you don't have to start from scratch. So let's go ahead and walk through this process really quickly, and let me just show you guys how this could work. Before I actually dive in, I would love for you guys to please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the good stuff. And please like the video to push it up through the YouTube algorithm. But let's go ahead and let's dive into this though. So step number one, this is going to be all about choosing your niche and deciding, who your journal is going to be for, your gratitude journal. All right. This is really important because your niche is going to determine a lot. This is going to determine your cover design, is going to determine what kind of prompts you want to add into your journal, is going to determine your title, is going to determine your subtitle, and it's also going to determine, the keywords that you want to be using in your listing based on, what people are searching for. So this is why this is so important. And whenever you create a book, I always start with the mindset of who is the one person I can create this book for. And so the same thing is going to apply with a gratitude journal or any book that you're going to be publishing on KDP. So as an example, instead of just creating a regular gratitude journal or some generic and vague journal for everybody, you definitely want to delve down and you want to niche down and get a little bit more specific. Again, you want to think about the one person you can create the journal for. So maybe it's going to be teen girls. Maybe it's going to be for busy moms. Maybe it's going to be for women who are more focusing or trying to focus more on self-care. So this will make a huge difference because, again, everything that you do when you have figured out who is the one person and the niche that is going to be using your journal, it's going to be built around that person. All right, so step number 2 is going to be creating the interior for your journal. Now, this is where I know a lot of beginners get stuck because they try to design the pages from scratch. You're trying to rack your brain, trying to figure out what to do. Now, here's where the Gratitude Journal Jumpstart Kit definitely can come in handy, as it already includes a ready-to-use interior that all you have to do is go in, make your updates. You can change things around. It actually includes a space for reflections. It has some simple prompts, and it has a really clean structure that is easy to use, easy to change up, and all of that good stuff. And it's in Canva, which is a drag and drop editor. You guys know that I love to use, that is really, really great for this type of project. So what I'm going to do is cut, and I'm going to show you what the interior looks like for the Gratitude Journal interior that is inside of this kit. Okay, so here is what the interior looks like. Now, I just want to state that all of these templates, guys, everything that is in this interior can be completely edited in Canva. So that means that the font that you see here can be edited. This design can be removed. You can add your own design or this element. And this is the copyright statement here at the bottom that can be edited as well. So for example, if you don't want to use this and maybe you're designing a journal for teen girls, then you can just go ahead and click delete to delete this. And then you can come over to elements, and then I would do flowers for teens, just do a search for that to see if something comes up. And then what you can do is click see all. And then what I like to do is go all the way over to the right, click on price, click free. And I like to find free elements that I can use in Canva, or you can actually use AI to create an element that you can use that is more catered towards a teen girl. So maybe I would use something like this. I think this is really pretty. So I can just put this in here and put this in the middle, or you can just go to position and center to center it. And then what I can do is change this to gray, okay, because I'm going to grayscale this. And I think that looks really good. And then I can change this to black, all right? And so that looks really cute, all right? So we can do that to change this up a bit. All right, so when you come down to the next page, this is the second page that is here. This is this journal belongs to page. Again, everything can be edited. You can remove this if you don't want it. You can add your own element there, but that's a pretty simple page. Then we have a quote page where you can add your own quote, or you can use this one and you can change out the elements. You can add borders, whatever you want to do to really make this your own. This is available to you to use. Then we have the how to use this journal. Now, this is where you actually can come in and use, I would recommend using AI to help come up with a statement here or some content here that talks about how this person or your audience can use this journal, use a journal after they purchase, right? So you can take these flowers out, all of that. And then here are the prompted pages. Now, what I would do, and the first thing that I like to do whenever I'm using templates to create things, is I like to change everything and make it look completely different. So if I know I'm creating a gratitude journal for teen girls, one of the first things I'm probably going to do is start changing out the fonts to use something that is more teen appropriate. And I may even go and just ask ChatGPT or an AI, the AI of my choice, to help me with coming up with prompts that can be, that are better suited for teen girls. So you can definitely do that, and you can change out the prompts that you see here and use your own prompts. And then here again, you can change out the flower and put something else that is more specific to the audience that you are designing for. And then this is the second page right here. So that today I learned, a challenge I overcame, one thing I can improve, and then a positive affirmation for today. Okay. So all of this can be changed and edited to reflect the person that you're designing your journal for. And this definitely will help you speed up the time to production and getting it published. And this is already sized to work for Amazon KDP. So all of the hard work is done for you. Once you have your interior together, you've edited, you made your changes, you've customized it, then you can move on to designing your cover, which is what we're going to talk about right now in step number 3, which is to design your cover. So the book cover is one of the most important aspects of your book and of your journal, because this is the first thing that people are going to see when they are browsing on Amazon. So your goal is to definitely make sure that your journal stands out, that it looks the best that it can look, and that it looks professionally done, and that it's, that people are engaging with it, and it's something that people want to click on when they see it on Amazon. Now, inside of the kit, you will get access to, if you're interested in using it, to 3 cover templates that are already designed and pre-designed. And so all you have to do is to customize them instead of starting from scratch. And so with these templates, you can create, or you can update the title, you can change the colors, you can add your own small elements. There's a lot of different things that you can do to tweak it so that it looks like something that is custom to you. And again, this is a template that is available in Canva. So I'm going to show you guys what the cover templates look like and how easy it is to customize them and to use them for KDP. Okay, so here's an example of what the cover templates look like. So we have template number 1, we have template number 2, and then we have template number 3. So if I were, for example, wanting to change up this cover template, one of the first things that you can do is to drag and drop a pattern or a background into this template. This is a frame, so you can definitely feel free to do that. And that is what I would recommend to do to change up the look and feel of this template. All right, so here are some of the the patterns that I've downloaded from Creative Fabrica that I'm going to use in this example. So for example, I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to drag and drop this over into the background. You can see that it immediately changed the look and feel of this cover. The next thing I'm going to do is just change up the colors of this label. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on group to ungroup everything so that I can move things around. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is change up this color. So I can click this little pick a color, and I'm going to use this pink. All right. Then I'm going to change up this element part here. All right. And there you go. And then here, again, you can change up the font. So instead of using this font, I can use this, or I can find something else. or whatever it is that you want to use. Okay, so I'll maybe try to use something like this, and then you can change up the title. You kind of get the idea. So you can go crazy with this. All right. Okay. The flower, you can change this up, and then you can actually, absolutely add your own subtitle here to whatever you want to add there. And so instead of using italic, maybe I can just use Cardo regular or whatever font you want to use. Now the back, I'm going to just go ahead and click the background color, and I'm going to use the document color that I've just changed from over here. I'm going to use the same magenta, and I think that looks really nice. And then on the back of this, this is how KDP works. And I forgot to mention this. When you are uploading to KDP, your cover is going to include both the front cover and the back. So this is the front cover of your journal, and then this is the back cover, all in one file. So over here is where you want to change out the title of the journal, or you want to add, a heading or something to the back. And then you can add a blurb, which is basically just a little statement or something that talks about, what the journal is for, who it's for, et cetera, and et cetera. Okay. And then once you're done with that, you can add your logo, and that's pretty much it. Okay. And that is pretty much how you can go and edit these templates. And that goes for each one of these. Okay, so step number 4 is formatting your journal to upload to KDP. So now once your interior and your cover is ready, the next step is going to be uploading it to KDP. Now, this is where things can get a little tricky, especially if you don't have things sized correctly. If your cover design or your cover file is not the appropriate size, or your interior doesn't have the right dimensions, it can really cause a lot of issues. And I actually struggled quite a bit with this when I first started, and I kind of just had to learn how to do this on my own. So that is the reason why I love using templates like this, because again, it just takes the overwhelm out of this whole process, especially for beginners. So inside of the Gratitude Journal Jumpstart Kit, there is an entire publishing process step-by-step guide that shows you how to get things uploaded using the cover design template that is available in the kit, and then also the interior. But everything is already sized to work for KDP and ready to upload to KDP. So again, you shouldn't run into any issues if you decide to use this, but you definitely need to know all of these things before you upload your books to KDP, or else they will get rejected and you'll run into a lot of different errors. Okay. All right. So step number 5 is going to be using AI to create your listing. And this is one of the most important aspects aside from your book cover. Everything is important, but this is really, really where you want to make sure that you're honing in on creating a strong listing for your books. Now, as of these days, I use AI to create my product listings, guys. AI has just really made things a lot easier for me. I don't have to think about things too much. And when we talk about a listing, let's talk about the things that you need to have in your listing when you are uploading to KDP. So the first thing is going to be your title. Okay. The next is going to be your subtitle. Then it's going to be your product description. And then it's going to be your keyword. A product listing is going to be a part of what helps people find your book on Amazon. And this is where AI tools can really help. So with AI, you can use AI tools to generate your keywords, to write an entire book description, to brainstorm title variations, and to even help optimize your listing. So as an example, you can prompt it to say, hey, can you generate a description for me for a gratitude journal designed to help teen girls build a daily gratitude journal habit, etc. So something like that is something that you can use in your AI and the AI of your choice to help you save a lot of time so that you don't have to do everything from scratch. All right. So this is where it really can be a game changer for you. And then the last thing that you want to do is publish. All right. So once your listing is complete, once you've uploaded your cover design, you've uploaded your book's interior, gratitude journal's interior, and you've published, you don't have any errors. Amazon is going to take about 24 to 72 hours, just depending, to review your book. And then after everything is good to go, they find no errors and things like that, then you will officially become a published author. And so that is pretty much the process that you can use to create a gratitude journal to sell on Amazon using both templates and AI to speed up the process, okay? Especially if you're just starting out. Now, if you want to skip a lot of the beginner frustration and you don't want to try to design things on your own, then this is where you definitely can check out the Gratitude Journal Jumpstart Kit. I have a link below, but this is going to give you the ready-to-use interior templates. It's going to give you the 3 customizable cover templates, that each of these that you can customize in Canva. And it's also going to give you a guide that's going to walk you through how to publish your book step by step. and all of that good stuff. All right. So again, this is for you. If you are just starting out, you want a simpler way to publish and get your feet wet into the publishing game. You don't really want to get into the meteor books just yet. You just want to kind of get a kind of a running start. Then this is one of the type of books that I would highly recommend publishing as a first book. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd love for you to please like, share, subscribe, again, comment, all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you think. Are you still publishing lower kind of content books because that's where you're comfortable? Or what are you guys working on these days? So I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below. Let me know, and I'll see you guys around.